Hey, I'm Sue and welcome to The Art of Flavor. The long weekend is here, which means barbecues and backyard gatherings with family and friends. Today I'm going to show you how to make the most delicious macaroni salad. It hits all the right notes, it's tangy, it's creamy, with a hit of crunch. You ready? Let's get started. Today we're making macaroni salad, one of my favorites. It's a great make ahead and it's perfect for barbecues, outdoor gatherings, and the long weekend. I've got a large pot of boiling water. I'm gonna add a good amount of salt. I'm using kosher salt, but you can add any salt you have. You need it heavily salted water, okay? I'm gonna actually taste it. It's not salty enough. That should do it. And be careful. I know I stuck my finger in boiling. I'm used to it. But if it's not something you're comfortable with, you can use a little spoon and let it cool and taste it. But you have to taste your water. Otherwise, how will you know if it's salty enough? I've got 2 cups of macaroni. I like macaroni. You can use spiral. We call it Scooby-Doo pasta here. But I love the shape of the macaroni. It's traditional. 2 cups. I'm going to stir it a couple of times in the beginning. You don't need to stir it throughout. You just want to prevent it from sticking. You need to cook your pasta past al dente, meaning to the bite. So your package instructions will give you an approximate time. It has to be tender, okay, beyond what you're used to. It's come up to a boil. I'm gonna stir it again. I don't want it to stick to the bottom, and I don't want my pasta to clump together. I don't want to use oil when I don't need to. I've got a wooden spoon and I can stir it. So I'm going to cook this till tender. It's gonna take about 12 minutes or so. I've got a red onion. You need about a half a cup. You can use a white onion if you like. I like to make a bright pasta salad, so I want to use a red onion. The root end is going to keep the onion together. I'm going to go all the way around. I want it finely chopped, so I'm going to slowly make slight cut or incision. Okay. It's basically you're creating a grid. So in this way, you've got perfect little finely chopped onion. Probably need only about this much. I'm going to save this for salads. Add to stir fry soup, beginning of a soup. Okay, so you've got red onion in a large bowl. I'm gonna add cider vinegar. I like the crispness of cider vinegar. You can use white wine vinegar if you like. This is my technique of softening an onion. For those of you who don't like the flavor of onion in any salads, I've got sugar and I've got salt. And this is going to mellow out the onion while still retaining the onion flavor. I'm gonna stir it all together. You wanna let it sit and kind of do a quick little pickle. That's gonna sit for about 10 minutes. Then we can just prep the rest of our ingredients. I'm gonna need 1 celery. I've met some people who just don't love celery. They find it very harsh tasting or you don't like the string. Use your vegetable peeler. You can just peel off the outer fibrous bits. Instead of trying to manage a whole rib of celery, cut it in half or thirds. Then it's just easier to manage. And then I'm just going to follow the lines of the celery, just like Mother Nature, doing all the work for us. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there while this is still mingling. And I've got roasted red pepper. It really brightens up your pasta salad. It just gives you that hit of color. And as your salad sits in the refrigerator, it will meld and it will become like this beautiful, homogeneous side dish, and it just actually gets better as it sits. I'm gonna check my pasta again, quickly. I'm gonna check it. Oh, it's not ready. Always check your pasta, okay? It's been 10 minutes. I'm going to check and taste. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna add celery, and I'm gonna add roasted red pepper. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick check. We're there. You're gonna drain it and you're gonna rinse it with cold water. You need to rinse it basically to stop it from cooking. With pasta, you never rinse your cooked pasta because you want that starch to cling to the sauce. For a cold pasta salad, it's the opposite, okay? You don't want that starch in there. So I've drained it and I'm going to shake it to make sure I've got all the water out. Okay, I'm gonna add my pasta. I've got my veg in here. I'm going to add mayonnaise as well. My onions are slightly pickled. If you're concerned about the amount of liquid, don't be. As you know, pasta will absorb and it will thicken as it sits in liquid. After chilling, you stir well from the bottom all the way up, like I'm doing. And you need to taste and then reseason. You might need a little bit more salt, pepper, a little more vinegar, or a little bit more mayonnaise. So I've got my mayonnaise, all my veg, and I need pepper. I need my fresh pepper. And then our secret ingredients, I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of Hediscent garlic. I'm going to add this at the beginning, but you need to taste and reseason. You might think, okay, well, it's perfectly seasoned, but as it sits, it's going to change slightly. Okay, and then I've got Hediscent oregano. I'm going to add a quarter teaspoon. I love oregano in this one because it just imparts a herbaceous, brighter note. I've got Hediscent mustard. I love my mustard. I've got about 8 or 10 drops. That's all you need. I'm going to give that a good stir. Okay, and a bit of parsley. You're going to cover it and refrigerate it. I can recommend make it up to 2 days ahead easily. So it's a great make ahead. I like a cold macaroni salad myself because for barbecues on a hot day, there's nothing better, right? It's refreshing. This one is tangy, slightly sweetened. It's got the crunch from celery. You've got your pickles. So it's a bit pickly. It's creamy. It's got all the right flavors. It's garlic, oregano. I love the crunch of the onion and the celery. It really makes it crunchy, pickly, slightly sweetened. I've got all the garlic flavor, a bit of oregano. There you have it. Your macaroni salad that's sure to be a hit for any barbecue or outdoor gathering. Let us know your thoughts. Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss an episode. Wishing everyone out there a safe and happy long weekend. Thanks for watching and keep it flavorful. It's like KFC, which is my favorite macaroni.